every single episode is going to be live.
Every town has a ghost story that's been passed down throughout the generations. But what if those legends are true? My job is to travel to these destinations, explore them, and figure out the mystery that lies within.
Hey, everybody. Happy Tuesday night. Happy couple days before, I guess, Halloween Eve. We are here, Ghost Biker Explorations, Season 7, season finale. I can't believe we're already here, and I am in such a cool place tonight. I can't wait to introduce you all to this really cool location and see if we can get some spirit interaction. But first, I want to say thank you all from the bottom of my heart for tuning in to every single episode this season. And for those of you that are new, welcome. And I hope you go back, check out some of the other episodes, because we have had the honor of investigating some really unique, cool, and interesting places this season. If you are just tuning in for the first time tonight or the first time this season, we have been investigating all either antique shops, oddities, antique stores, oddity shops. Last week we were at a vintage store, and we're also doing collections. So it's been really neat. We've had some really great interaction and some really interesting activity, again, that's just left my head scratching. Because we're trying to determine, I guess, if the activity is from the location, if it could potentially be from some of the items inside the location, or just from some of the history in the place itself. So again, thank you all. I want to say hello here. Let me get this positioned here. Hopefully you can hear me. There's a cooler right back here behind me here. So I just want to say hello. Hello to Mr. Daryl Paulette. Hope Clover Hill Village is doing well this spooky season. Hello to Mr. John Keller, Nancy Weems, Miss Jolly Goins, got that new pup. Glad to see that online. Hello to Miss Sonia Thompson. My business partner, Dr. Christy Sumner, Ronnie Anderson from Bedford Paranormal, Bob Burnell from The Real Deal Paranormal Evidence. Hello, thank you so much. Mr. Dave Pilkey, I hope I pronounced that last name right. If I didn't, I apologize. James Brady from South Carolina, hope you're doing well and hope you're feeling better. I know you've been a little under the weather there. Lori West, hello. Thank you so much for tuning in and being able to watch us live. Jackie Hanley, hello. Dream interpreter, the legend, Ms. Dee Dee. Thank you so much for watching. And again, if anybody's been having any bizarre or weird dreams after we've had these episodes, reach out to Miss Dee Dee there, because she is an amazing dream interpreter. And I'm interested to talk to her a little bit after this season about some of the dreams I know that I've had after some of these episodes. So I'm interested to kind of tell a little more about that. And to my friend, Ms. Tracy, thank you so much for watching. And to those of you that are in the chat room, thank you so much. And of course, we've got D Hoot here. Can't forget D Hoot. Glad you all have enjoyed it. Now, like I said, it's been a wonderful it's been a wonderful season. This is our second live season that we've done. And it's been a blast investigating with everyone. So I'm going to actually go ahead, turn my camera around here, and that way we can kind of introduce you guys to this really cool location. So bear with me 1 second here as I go in, switch this up. All right. So I'm actually back. I'm actually back in Commerce, Georgia here, or actually I'm back in Georgia, and I'm down in Commerce, which is in Northeast Georgia. And I am in a really unique and different location here tonight. Let me see if I can grab a flashlight. We are actually not in an antique store tonight. We are, and if I can find a flashlight whose battery is not drained. Here we go. All right. I am in a comic book store. This is such a cool place. This is Nerd U, and it is here in the historic downtown Commerce, Georgia area. And there's some rumored activity about this location. Let me just kind of show you around just a little bit here. We've got some older Star Wars toys here that are open. I've got the tripwire set up. I've got flashlights set up all over. And this building, at one point in time, we're going to talk a little bit about the history here in just a few minutes. But this building at one point in time was a bank. And this is actually the bank vault. So we've got some flashlights going right there. Hello. Flashing on us right there. We've got some old vintage toys in here. Yeah, we've got, it's so cool. We've got Star Wars everywhere. We've got some really cool comics. This store is so neat. Matt has done an amazing job. First off, I want to thank Matt Westlake, the owner of the store, for allowing me the opportunity to investigate. We've got cards here. Lord of the Rings toys. And just about any pop retro toy you could want. Now, like I said, I want to thank Matt. He may be in the chat room there. So if you are, hey, Matt, I want to thank him for allowing me the opportunity to investigate here. And I want to thank my dear friend, Sonia Thompson, for hooking me up and arranging this. We are in her hometown of Commerce, and I can't thank her enough for hosting me and for setting me up with this amazing location and introducing me to Matt. Looks like in the back room there, not to interrupt myself, but we've got tripwire activity as well as a flashlight. Now I am going to go ahead. Let me just go ahead and kind of show you guys the rest of the tour here. So we got a flashlight set up in this, or excuse me, a tripwire set up in this area with flashlight. We've got another vault over here. I've been here for probably about 2 hours now, setting everything up and just talking to the spirits. This place has not been, thank you. This place has not been investigated before. And so I like to take a little bit of time to try to talk to them and let them know what we're doing. And I have no doubt in my mind that this location, the residents of this location are definitely going to want to talk to us because they like toys and they like technology. So is what we're finding. I also want to introduce, okay. So the tripwire just lit up and I don't know, I'm going to turn the light on right quick because I got to introduce you to the shop cat, Mr. Dex. Hey, Dex. He's going to be my partner here tonight. So it is just myself and Dex here in the building. And he's been staying right with me, been real curious about what we've been doing. And so yeah, when he walked into the room, we got a flashlight on the old vintage game machine right there, little arcade game. And yeah, so it lit up whenever Dex came in. Can you see Dex? If you can see Dex, can you light up? Oh, the flashlight turned off. Can you light up one of the lights on the floor if you like Dex? Is he your buddy? Oh, thank you. Look at that. How cool. Now, this area right here in this back room is a place where one of the workers here, I believe her name is Jennifer, has experienced activity. People have said there are cold spots here. I know they've used the Seer app back here, and I've got some really interesting pictures on the Seer app. Oh, we got the flashlight. I'm actually going to turn this light off right quick. All right. So if there's, I didn't really, yeah, I didn't really mean to interrupt the tour here, but hey, if you want to talk to me, if you can see me and Dex, can you light that light up one more time? Thank you. Thank you. Are you going to play with us tonight? We're going to get some toys out and we're going to see if we can figure out your name. You're going to talk to me a little bit later? Okay, thank you. Thank you. Yeah, so we're getting some really cool blips on this tripwire. And the cool thing is it's right in the area where some of the employees have said they've experienced activity. Are you okay if I leave the room for a minute and come back and talk to you? We'll finish our tour here. If you're okay with that, flash that light one more time. Okay. Thank you. Wow. All right. So, all right, so I'm going to show you guys real quick. We're going to get to go down to the basement, which of course I always enjoy doing the basement because it's sort of the heart of the building. We've got the upstairs here. I know they do. I think probably Dungeons and Dragons, and they've got a lot of different games that they play up here in the upper room. But one of the things I'm really excited about doing tonight is you've got the loft right here. And this overlooks the main showroom where we just were. And we're going to ask some questions from up here. That way we can see the full tripwire. We can see the flashlights down there. And it will overlook the full room. I've got an audio recorder as well as a static cam up here that is overlooking all of this. I've also got a static camera downstairs in the basement. Oh, there's Dex following me. Hey, buddy. Hey, buddy. He's really interested in what we're doing here. So I love that we've got the overlook. We might even end up doing sort of an Estes session. I don't know. You guys tell me. This place really is phenomenal, and I'm really excited to get started here. So come with me, Dex. We're going to go down here. And now there's not really any reports from up here on the second level. It doesn't mean that we're not going to try it, but I'm back. Are you still with me? Oh, okay. All right. Thank you. Now it's been pretty quiet up until just a few minutes ago. We did get a couple hits early on. And I do just want to show you this area, and I'm going to show it to you with the light on here. We're going to get access to the basement where I have already set up. I have set up a flashlight and a laser grid and a static camera. I have a K2 meter sitting over there, a flashlight, as well as, I don't know if you can see the pole hanging down there. There is a motion detection light over there. So So we're going to come down here. I'm thinking that the little laser grid that will pick up hot and cold spots will come down here and do a session down here in the basement. So Matt was telling me that before they put this liner down, that right in behind that is some of the old stone and bricks, which is really cool. So yeah, that's just kind of a quick tour. I'm going to talk a little bit about some of the history. Let's get this turned off, and you can see down here we got that fully covered. So I'm going to make sure that Dex doesn't. Oh, we got tripwire lighting up right there. Okay. Wow. Trying to get our attention right here. Okay, so it was a bank, which I showed you the vault. There was 2 vaults here, and one is Matt's office. The other is where some of the vintage toys were. Do you ever go and play in the vault? You do? Were you in here when this building was a bank? Okay. Did you work here? Did you come here as a customer? Okay. Did you come here with your mom or your dad? Now, this building has had many uses. We also know that it was a shoe store. Okay, maybe this is in response to one of these questions. Were you married to someone who worked here? You were? Okay. Were you married to the bank president? Or were you married to somebody that was a bank teller? I do have my obelisk, D-Hoot. I'm going to pull that out here in just a minute. Because I want to see about getting some different responses on that. I just wanted to finish telling a little bit about the history. If I go and tell the history of this, are you going to be here when I come back to talk to me? Okay. All right. Okay. I need to make sure I can find Dex here where I went downstairs. I want to make sure. Okay. I see him laying over there. Perfect. All right. I have the SLS camera setting up right here, which I think could be kind of interesting. The other part that seems to be very active, and it looks like we've got a flashlight on, this seems to turn on. Oh, it just went off. Huh. Flashlights. We've got them setting up on the table with the Star Wars toys there. Whoever is back in this corner seems to really only turn the flashlights on and off whenever I'm not around. It's really interesting. We've been catching it on the static camera here. But this area over here, it was said that one of the guys who worked here was playing with some of the Star Wars toys, and said he picked one up. He had his app on, and he picked it up, and they got the response, "Mine," and so he put it back down. So that was pretty cool. We've got lots of tools here. Now, I do just want to take a minute, kind of talk just briefly here about commerce itself while Oh, I'm gonna, oh, there's a flashlight. I'm gonna stand right here. See what I said? When I come back over, we've got two flashlights on. When I come over here and leave, flashlights turn on. Can you turn that one on real bright for me there? Okay, I've got a question for you if you want to turn that off. We got some questions over here before we get to the comments. Ha, now this is funny. Yeah, even the spirits like Star Wars. You'd be in heaven here, Chris. I know you really like Star Wars. My brother would be too. Um, okay. And Chris wants to know, can she move into the corner over there? Would you mind if she came and stayed right there? And yes, definitely very active right outside the gate. So I will get to your all's questions here in just a second. Let me just speak just a second on the history here. Commerce was incorporated as a town in 1884. I'm not going to say the original name of it just yet because I want to see if we get that name on the obelisk. And it was a small village. The original village was a very small village in the early 1800s. We are here. When you see the outside, I'm going to post some pictures of the outside of town. We're in a really beautiful little historic district. So I'm just going to kind of look over this briefly. Commerce had hotels, boarding houses, a bowling alley, movie theaters, general stores, a depot, cotton gins, a small mill, attorney's office, doctors, dentists, a cotton oil company, and Commerce's current population is 7,899. So it's a little small town. Oh, got a flashlight there. It's a little small town. Are you originally from Commerce? We got flashing at the end. So you're from Commerce. Okay, thank you. Did you grow up here? Did you come in here when this building was a bank? No? Well, you flashed. Did you come in here when this building was a shoe store? This building had many uses. Did you work in here? Let me see what else we got here. Just in my notes, I wanted to make sure. And we've actually got an advertisement. So we're looking to see if this is maybe, this is from the Jackson Herald. This might be the shoe shop that was located in the building. Not sure. We're going to see if this is GT Jones and Company. Do you know that store? GT Jones and Company? Got a little blip on the last slide. Oh, just as I was starting to walk away. Did you shop in this building? I think it was also, oh, you did? Okay. All right, go ahead and turn that light off. So when you shopped in this building, did you shop? Okay, so we got two lights on. So when you shopped here, was this when it was a general store? How about, okay, if you'll go ahead and turn those off right quick. Okay, thank you. Can you turn that last light off too, please? Did you shop in here when this was a shoe store? Sonia, if you don't mind, if you're in the comments section there, what other uses did you find that this store was? Not only was it a shoe store, it was a general store, it was a bank. If I've left something out, let me know. I feel like I've left something out. Um, are you a member of the Hardiman family? I know the Hardimans were a big family name here. Did you know the Hardiman family? Okay, 5 and 10 store. That's what I thought. I was calling it a general store, but did you shop in here when this was a 5 and dime store? Oh, you did? Okay. On command. All right. Thank you, Sonia. Can you turn that light off? Did anybody in here shop in here when this was a beauty shop? Did anybody come in here and get their hair did? Okay, so 5 and 10. All right. Now I'm going to get the obelisk here in a few minutes. I've also got the spirit box. We've got a lot of different tools and different ways to communicate. And we've got a lot of questions here, so I don't want to miss anything. So we're going to be talking about a lot of different locations here. We're going to be talking about it. Oh, there's the middle one flashing. We're going to be talking about it when it was a bank, the 5 and 10 store, the shoe shop, and then also here as the comic book store. So it has been very active right out of the gate, Bob. Absolutely. Yes. And Sonia says this was a warehouse in the early 1900s. Did you work in this warehouse? Okay, so a 5 and 10 store it is. So you shopped in the 5 and 10 store or 5 and dime store. The hoop, that's what we call it in Tennessee as well. Did you know McConnell's? Did you know this is McConnell's 5 and dime? You did? Okay. All right, guys. So you tell me where you would like for me to start at and what tools. We're going to ask some of these questions here. It seems like whoever's in the back room is associated with the bank, and whoever right here is the 5 and 10. I do want to step in here to the vault again where we've got and just sort of ask. We've got a lot right there, and we've got a lot over here. I just want to see right quick before we move on. Is there anybody in this room with me? I love these toys that are in here. Are any of these toys yours? Maybe you have a favorite toy? Is there anybody in here that worked in the bank? Was this bank ever robbed? I think I need to change the battery in this lot over here. I changed this right before, but it seems to not be very bright. Oh, I turned that one on. Now that one turned on. That is weird. Okay, so was this bank ever robbed? Can you flash that light if it was? Brighter. This one over here actually flashed. Were you the president of the bank? Not sure about this one over here because it keeps going in and out, but this one hasn't turned on at all until just now. I say that. Okay, so it's really kind of wild. Anytime when we started, nothing was happening until I'd walk away. And now it seems like when I go into a room, stuff starts happening. And it doesn't want me to walk away. Were you a teller at this bank? Kim, it is definitely a cool place. Bob says, is there a river nearby or railroad tracks? Yes, there is railroad tracks. It's really cool. The railroad tracks goes right through the center of town. It actually splits the oncoming traffic lanes there. So we got a couple more questions up here, just kind of scrolling through. Is there more than one spirit in the building? Are there two of you in this room? Thank you. Are there more than two of you? Thank you. Are there 5 spirits in here? No? Okay. Did anyone ever steal any money? Anybody ever steal any money from the bank? Course. Yeah. Now we do have lights cameras covering these lights in here. I'm also going to pull out the mail meter and see if I've gotten a baseline earlier and it was real low. I didn't find any spikes or anything. Everything was right around 0.2, 0.3. Okay, we got another. I'm going to ask this again. Was the bank ever robbed? If you are a male, can you turn your light on? Were you female? And Tracy says, in the 80s in high school, we cruised the tracks on Saturday night. That is too funny. We cruise what we call the pole or the 4-lane where I'm from there in the Oneida area. We cruise, we go around the bank and then go around the pole. All right, I'm going to step back and I'm going to grab the obelisk here because we've got a really cool question from Dee Dee that I want to ask. Let me find it here. Okay, guys, I've got another way you can talk to me. And that's through this little box. It says Jack. Jack and soup. Okay, so I saw a question right here. I'm scrolling. Let me find it. Oh, we got lots going on back there on the tripwire. If you're back there, do you want me to come back in that room and talk to you? If you do, flash that light. Very responsive with the tripwire. I wanted to ask Dee Dee's question. She said, can you pick the Funko you like and tell us which one or move it? And what Dee Dee's talking about are all these Funko Pops through here. So if you can tell me the one that you liked, I'll pull it out right there and I'll buy it there. Okay. We'll see if this talks. Mostly and maybe. Okay, Kim asks if there was a drag strip or a racetrack in Commerce. Maybe somebody who's from here, Tracy, Sonia, if you could answer that, that'd be great. No, Dex is laying back there on a bed there in Matt's office. And yes, railroad and running water equals energy for sure. All right, so I'm going to ask again, whoever's back there in the back corner, are you a male? You're a male? Touch that light. Make that light up. Are you a female? Okay. Which that's pretty cool because that fits what we were asking earlier about being married to somebody that worked here at the bank. Okay, so you're a female. Can you give me your name? Can you use this little box right here to give me your name? It says Bridge. I guess that could be. Okay, looks like there was a drag strip. Are we still talking to the lady who's married to someone that works here at the bank? Is that who we're, okay. All right. Is there anyone else here? Maybe a limp, maybe a hairdresser. Okay, all right. What about a teller? Okay, well, so they blinked for both. All right, so we've got a hairdresser, Dave. So we've got a hairdresser and a okay, all right, and a teller. Can you tell us what year you were born? What? 11? 11 and blind. Whoa. Okay, so let's work with this 11. Were you born in 1911? How about 1811? Okay, all right. So that is cool. Were you blind? Now, I was going to ask the same thing, ask if they were 11 years old. Big. 11, blind, and big. Now, I know we're asking a lot of questions and jumping, so wasn't there I wonder if there is one of the Funko Pops that's blind. Wasn't there a superhero? Was it Daredevil that was blind? That may be kind of going off on a totally uh, different tangent there. Yeah, that is true. James, too close to where they filmed Stranger Things to get 11 as a response. Yeah, no doubt about that. Um, okay, so I'm just going to ask one more time because I know you're going off down there that you've been responding. So, were you born in 1811? I just want to confirm. Were you born in 1811? We got Halo again. Are you 11 years old? I do get Halo a lot, James. That's been really strange. I want to say every single, except for the first antique shop, every single building I've done this season, I've gotten Halo. Maybe they're saying hello. I don't know. We're getting a lot of light sliding up in there. Can you walk if you can see the lights on the floor or if you can hear my voice? Okay. Can you come toward me? And if you walk toward me, you can light every single one of these lights up. Can you come toward me and light these lights up? Maybe on the count of 5? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I know you can light that one up down there, but can you light up some of the other lights? I know you did it a little bit earlier. I don't know. Maybe so. Maybe someone is attached to me. You never know. I gotta say, after the last 2 episodes, I've been very drained. But it could be working nonstop too. Um, Now, like I told you, nothing that I've set up is going to hurt you. Nothing at all. So if you walk these lights, that'll help me let me see you're here. Can you tell me your name? Maybe you don't want to leave that room. How about if I walk just a little bit closer here? This says calm and present. Okay. Actually, I want to do one more thing. I want to grab the EDI box and set that with it and see if we can get them to light that. We've also always got our trusty little music box. We'll set up, and I want to put this back here where this light keeps lighting up. So what I'm going to do, it says me and strong. Okay, I'm going to set this down here beside this light that keeps lighting up. I mean, there's nothing. Okay, so maybe, like Sonia says here, maybe you're connected to the room. So we've got the whole tripwire set up here. We're just going to focus on this little bit right here. It says cube, crescent, and roadway. All right, so I've put another little tool right down there beside you. If you can touch that, you can make it light up some pretty colors as well. Do you like to stay in this room for some reason? Do you feel comfortable in here? Oh, thank you. Are you coming closer to me? Wow. Okay. Thank you. Thank you. Can you take another step closer? Axe and roadway, axe and 80. Disc and wagon. Okay. All right. So can you come just a little bit closer? Now we have changed the batteries in all of these lights. So maybe take one step closer. Kim, they may definitely be a little nervous. They enjoy lighting the lights up. Thank you, Tracy. Okay, can you step back from that light? We've got another question for you. Are you here? Prop and wings. There's a lot of things around. A lot of posters, stuff. Okay. Now, are you here because you have a message for someone? Can you step back from that light right there? Just want to make sure that there's not something. Oh, wow, we've got pressure and cold spikes. So you are here because you have a message? Can you tell us who your message is for? I'm going to check with Matt because they got a lot of pictures on the seer. in this room when his workers were back here. And I don't know if there was some odd pictures. I don't know if there was any with wings. We'll have to look. Sonia says in the 1800s, this town was a resting spot for pioneers and their wagons. That's a good point. Okay. Can you tell me the name, the original name of this town? I didn't want to say it, just in case we can get one of the words. It's 2 words. And what I may do, Sonia, if you don't mind, after we, see if they say it, type it in the comments here, because I'm going to see if it says it on the spirit box later. Because I don't want to say it out loud. Can you tell me the name, the first name of this area? And there's Mr. Dex. It did light up. And I think Dex is looking at the tripwire. Hey, buddy. I may reset it. I don't know. I want to make sure there's not something. Fate and club. I want to make sure there's not something wonky with this. Just to make sure. Hey, buddy. All right. Now, can you come up and touch that one more time? Maybe walk toward me. We got a hit on the pressure hit on the EDI box. How about that game that's back in the corner, that little arcade game? I grew up playing arcade games. My favorite was Galaga. Do you like arcade games? Yeah, it might be interesting to try cat balls later. He's I'm just gonna turn this on 1 second. Hey, buddy. This said bed and before time. Is it your bedtime? Okay. Who is your message for? Okay, and this is the town. Do you have a message for somebody in the chat? Wow. Okay. Can you use this little box? It says please. Please. Can you use this box to tell me who the message is for? We'll try to get it. We're trying to find a lot of history on this building and maybe tell your story. Do you like us in here talking to you? Okay. This is the most, oh, wow. This is the most active this flashlight, or I mean, this tripwire's been. Sonia says her great grandmother worked in the cafe at the 5 and 10. Do you know Sonia? Did you work in the cafe when this was the five and dime store? Plan in Europe. Can you identify anything that's in this room that I can see? Can you name an item? I'm actually going to briefly turn the light on so we can kind of look around. So oh, there goes that light again. Okay, so we've got several different items in this room. Well, now this is okay. This is kind of bizarre. So I don't know how to pronounce that, but on this, let me actually go back to the word bank. And this word was on here just a second ago. Under 80. May not be able to see it. Let me just kind of turn it where there's no light. Below 80, on the second column right there, is Akasha. Osaka? I don't know a whole lot about Star Wars, so I don't know. But this right here, under 80, and I apologize for it being blurry. It says Akasha, which this was on the word bank of, now this obelisk, it gives me the words, but it puts them all in one word list. So I don't know, it just said Akasha a few minutes ago. I don't know. It's kind of interesting. It is backwards. That is interesting. Huh. That is weird. That is weird. I don't know does anybody know what Akasha means? Oh, now this one's lighting up. So is that what you were trying to tell me? Everything was lighting up. Akasha? Ahsoka? Osaka? Jeddah? Okay. So you like Star Wars, huh? Got things lighting up. All right, so let's try this again. It says crops and walk. Can you tell me? I'm going to kind of walk around here. Means sky or atmosphere. Okay. Well, sky, if it's sky and atmosphere, that's Star Wars. Could be Star Wars. That sounded like a voice just then. I don't know if anybody else heard that. When we said that would sound like a male voice. It said sub. Yes, Linda, but sometimes things misspell on the obelisk. Okay, so y'all heard that male voice. All right, we'll have to go back. So maybe it's talking about Star Wars. I don't know. Let's just kind of say band. Got a lot of sun. There's so many items that they could be talking about. I'm going to touch a item right here. If you can see this, can you tell me something about it? You can see what I'm pointing at? Dash and elemental. We are surrounded by elementals in here. Talking about broken and finished. Hammer. Is there a Thor hammer in the building? Is there a Thor somewhere in here? I know we've got Wolverine's claws. Threshold. So look in the doorway. Could be any of the doorways. Could definitely be a Thor comic. It would be modern, Kim. I mean, there's a lot of possibilities of what we could be, who we could be talking to. I just kind of look and see if I see anything Thor related. Candle heat above. I'm gonna actually turn the light on right quick and see if there's anything related to Thor. I know I could very easily overlook something. I was looking at, Batman. Oh, I got a flashlight on over here. Please. Just kind of looking to see at first glance. Green Lantern. Emperor Palpatine. I am a little bit out of my element, not gonna lie. Ah, here we go. Drop. It said to drop. There's Thor. Is this what you were looking for? There's another. Mostly in text. Mostly in text. So there's a Thor. There's a Thor. There's Daredevil. I like Daredevil and Elektra. I like those. I dressed as Elektra one year for Halloween. Except I went as the leather Elektra, not the red one. Because biker. Um, let's see here. Anything else you want me to look for? Is there another character? Oh, here's another. There's another Thor. Yeah, I agree, Ronnie. I like the comics because because of the drawings and the role playing stuff. Okay, this says table, drive, lady. Table, drive, lady, and window. Devil. Well, that's interesting. Right there is Daredevil. There's Daredevil. Is that what you're talking about in the window? Drawings and text. Yep, that's what that was talking about was text. So you like the comic books, huh? Yes, we should. I think we should create. I know Sonia and I have been talking about that. We do need to create a Ghostbiker comic book hero. That would be pretty cool. Yes, we've got Batman. Okay. Find, devil, hurt, devil, find, blasting. Well, that's infinity, which would be lasting. Um, can you name any of these other comics? Definitely a lot of beautiful artwork. And I do want to take a minute before we finish investigate or not finish, but before we continue investigating, because since I've got a lot of people on here, I want to make sure to mention, let me grab this right here. Matt has a lot of really cool events that goes on here um, at Nerd U, but I definitely want to mention an event that he's got going on December 7th. and that is it goes to benefit Toys for Tots. It's called Gauntlet Legends, and it is Nerd U Champ Wrestling. And you can find more information on this on the on the Nerd U Facebook page, the Nerd U Champ Wrestling page, and it's a donation drive for Toys for Tots. Matt is a former Marine, and so he likes to do stuff for sure to benefit anything that helps kids and Marines and stuff. And he's heavily involved with wrestling. So we will be talking a little bit more about this event toward the end, but I wanted to make sure to mention it while we had a lot of people here on the show. So so definitely go and follow the Nerd U Facebook page. He's active on all social medias with the exception of Twitter. So so yeah, just want to make sure to throw that in. Plus, they have a lot of different events on the daily basis. They have autograph signings, book signings, a lot of meet and greets, cool things like that here at the shop. So anyways, so we got a few words: lasting, details, and little. Just going to kind of look the comments here. Is it weird to have your bank, hair salon, or five and dime store filled with all this different stuff? Are you confused by all these different items being in your bank or your 5 and 10 store? This tripwire here has been quiet. I think maybe it lit up a little bit earlier, but Ronnie, the last word. Well, this comment has been a few minutes ago. Oh, thank you. Thank you for turning that light on. Just so you know, we got decks over on the table. Hey, bro. Sonia says that they have midget wrestling here sometimes as well. I wonder if that's what they mean by the little on here. I don't know. I'll have to look back at the word and link that up, Ronnie, with what was on here. Let's see. Do you like having all of these toys in here? Does it give you something to play with? Or things to look at? Is one of these toys on the table yours? If one of these toys were yours, can you light up the flashlight beside there? I know that Jacob, when he was in here talking to you, Jacob's one that works here, he said that you told him that one of these toys was yours. So what do we have here? Okay, so it's on this end of the table. I'm kind of lost because I don't know. I know The Simpsons. Excuse me. I know this one. but I don't know what these other ones are. I know that this one was like we got 11 again. James, I'm beginning to think. Thank you. Thank you, Ronnie. I'm beginning to think that maybe we are talking to 11. Was your nickname 11? Can you name? Oh, we got a lot over there. Can you name one of the people who are in here? Okay, thank you. Yeah, definitely got to watch for the Demogorgon. Let's see. Okay, so we got 2 lights on right now. Dee Dee says that she posted above what 11 is on her number book. So let me see. I may be missing. And that's funny. I didn't realize you were so into sci-fi, Dee Dee. I'm looking to see your comment on 11. If you don't mind, I'm scrolling and I'm not seeing it. Would you mind posting that again, what 11 is on your book? And it does look like a hammer, but it, I'm not, the lights on. I'm not sure what that is. Um, yeah, I've I draw a lot of the pictures, but I can't really tell you what they are. I was I like the original Star Wars, but I kind of I know it is sad. That is sad. I liked the original Star Wars, but I can't really tell you much after the trilogy there, the first 3. I don't really know much about it. Um, let's see here. Okay. This says near, so I guess I'm near. All right, so I'm going to touch each of these toys here. And if you will either turn the light on or tell me which one is your toy, we'll talk a little bit more about it. Is this your toy? It does, the hammer thing does look like fingers. Yeah, Dee Dee, I'm a little out of my genre. Um, is this your toy? Oh, the flashlight is on when I touched this. Okay. 11, you are being called to attention, but first they need to make sure you'll be paying attention. Don't miss important messages coming your way. Ronnie says that I had blind come up. He is blind in his left eye at the moment. That is strange. Okay, so I'm going to touch this one more time. Is this your toy? We will come back to that one. How about this toy? Was this yours? Or this? What about this one? No, the lights are lighting up. How about this one? I like The Simpsons, but that is a whole other story. I want to do a episode on The Simpsons predictions. I find that fascinating. How about this toy? This toy is almost identical, or I guess it is identical to the one that you lit up a minute ago. Maybe this one? Everybody's having eye issues. Well, now that lit up. Are you blind in your left eye? Okay. If you were blind in your left eye, can you touch one of those lights? I'm right there. July, 9, and percent. Okay, I'm gonna pick this up for plants, bar, and cube. Okay. So is this the toy? I'll be interested to see. I want to talk to Matt and see which toy Jacob picked up. That, oh, it's that one? Okay. We got the flashlight going there. So this is your wow. This is your toy? That's yours. Okay. Do you mind if I hold it? So just to confirm, this is your toy right here. That's pretty neat. Flashlight was lighting up. We did get cube earlier. So is okay. All right. Whoa, that's bright. Okay. Do you want me to sit this back down? Now, I'm going to sit it down here by a light on the floor. Ravine. Okay. And dark. Dark, ravine, and children. Okay. Ooh, I'm tired all of a sudden after sitting that down. I just felt really tired. Okay. Now I've set this down on the floor. Can you touch the light on the floor beside your toy? We got the name Jack earlier. Is your name Jack? I probably did, James. That's a good point. As soon as I set it down on the floor, it said ravine. So maybe I put the ship in the ravine. Oh, and then that last flashlight lit up when we said that. Is the spaceship in the ravine? Grace and Slot. Is your name Grace by any chance? I was hoping this tripwire would light up. If you could, I want to step back just a little bit here. Can you touch the light? Oh, yeah, you touched the light on the table. Okay, can you flip that off there? Can you touch the light on the floor beside your spaceship? Dee Dee, I don't know if that cat is going to go anywhere. He's about as interested in me right now as. Hey, Dex. Okay. Ronnie says there's a scene in Star Wars where the X-Wing sinks into a swamp. Huh. Is this an X-Wing? That's pretty fascinating. If that's true, that could be a dark ravine for sure. We've got a lot there on the table. Can you move that spaceship? Kim, I don't think we're talking to somebody right now from, I think we're talking to a kid or somebody that one of these toys belong to. And Chris says, no, not an X-Wing. Okay, we've got lots on the table there. It did say wing earlier. That is true. Can you move this ship on the floor? What? It says pass and us and judge. Terrified. All right. Are there any other toys on the table that you like? Hey, Chris, what is this? Did you like Luke Skywalker? I'm going to pick this up again. Interrupt. Is this your toy? Alice. That is from The Empire Strikes Back. Okay. If this is your toy, I'm going to sit it back on the table. If you can turn your light on. If this is your favorite toy right here. If you're okay with me playing with it. You're in movement. If you're okay with me playing with it, can you turn one of these lights on? Or touch? Oh, okay. Thank you. Thank you. You're in movement. Are you a child? Oh, you are? Okay. All right, thank you. Can you turn that off for just a minute? I'm going to set your toy back down. Thank you. Thank you for letting me play with that. Don't have. I would play some music there from Star Wars if I had the phone capability. Oh, we got people talking Star Wars here. Might as well be talking Chinese to me. But I think that would be cool to have a Millennium Falcon REM pod. I know Chris would like that. I may have found Chris a Christmas present there. Are you 11? Are you 11 years old? Okay. I got a question for you. This is a good question, Dee Dee. So if you are a kid or even an adult, and that's your toys right there, I want to ask, who do you like better? Light up your flashlight when I say their name. Do you like, well, you didn't let me finish. Go ahead and turn that off right quick. And you're both going to turn on. Go ahead and turn that off, and I'm going to ask you a question. Can you go ahead and turn that off? We may have some good versus evil here. It was interesting when I pulled the question up. They lit up. Go ahead and step on back, please. Can you turn that off? Okay. Who do you like better? Do you like Darth Vader or Luke Skywalker? If you like Darth Vader, light up the flashlight on my left. Okay. All right. Thank you. Yes, light that one up if you like Darth Vader. If you like Luke Skywalker, light this flashlight in front of me, the one on the right up. Oh, Vader all the way. And I think that person over there agrees too. So you like Darth Vader? Duh. All right, so Darth Vader, Luke Skywalker. Okay, go ahead and step on back. Answering the same way with the one in front being Luke Skywalker and the one on the left, Darth Vader. Go ahead and turn those off. Go ahead and turn those off. I'm going to ask you another question. Can you step back? Go ahead and step on back. I want to ask you a question about Darth Vader or Luke Skywalker. Got a question for you. Okay. Who in the movie is supposed to be mean? Who is the bad guy? Darth Vader or Luke Skywalker? Can you answer by lighting up your flashlight? Who is supposed to be mean? Darth Vader or Luke Skywalker? Okay, if you like Princess Leia, light up the flashlight in the middle. If you like Princess Leia. That's what it is. He's just misunderstood. I like this idea. Let's grab a cat ball and add that. I've got one that's not, well, I think that is the only cat ball I've got with me, I think. Planet. That's cool. Oh, look at that. The middle flashlight's turned on. We were just asking about somebody liking Leia, and you don't have to be shy. They turned it on whenever I walked away. I'm also going to turn on this Periscope 360. Thank you. Mine. Justice. Maybe they're Justice League fans. And what I'll do, let me grab a couple other K2 meters. Was there a Justice League? Is someone named Blaze? We got Blaze. Right, so we got several other tools that we've set down here. Yeah, Bob. Periscope. Secret wings, casket, Tesla. It's talking all of a sudden. Yeah, my Periscope has seen better days. Oh, now we're talking. I've honestly, the Periscope, the only time it goes off is when we're dealing with kids. So, all right. So I've got some other ways you can talk to us. I've set these 2K2 or 3K2 meters down there. Periscope. Okay, Blaze was fantastic for. Okay. Yep, we got Justice, Blaze. Oh, yeah. 180 Periscope, no doubt about it. Hey, it still lights up. Maybe missing a few of its tentacles on it, but she still lights up. So, all right. So we've got a few other ways that you can talk to us if you're still here playing with these toys. I'm going to ask again with these lights. If you like Princess Leia, light up that middle flashlight. If you like Luke Skywalker, light up the one on the right. If you like Darth Vader, light up the one on the left. Who is your favorite Star Wars character? I want to thank all of you that have been watching. Stretched. Poem and age. I want to thank all of you that have been watching here, that have stuck with us. I know it's getting up, so we got Luke Skywalker lit up over here. We appreciate you hanging with us. Above, score, and bright. You've got that flashlight lit up real bright. If you like the Millennium Falcon, can you go up and touch that little green light right there? Ronnie says stretch is fantastic for also. I wonder if there's some Fantastic Four stuff. Do you like Fantastic Four? It is interesting that those are ones that have come up in succession there. Dee Dee says, can you leave this store anytime you want? But why would you want to with all this cool stuff? Do you know Matt? Oh, wow. Okay. So their favorite toy just lit up when I asked if they knew Matt. The K2. That's the first K2 hit we've had. And then this said, where? Fold. So you know Matt? Did Matt give you that toy? Oh, flashlight came on. Okay. So Matt gave you that toy. Do you know Jacob? Did you not like Jacob holding your toy? Do you know Jennifer? Do you know Dex? Can you leave this building? Does anybody want any candy? All right, so just to kind of, you do want some candy? Okay. Oh my gosh, 11 and students again. I've only ever gotten one word 3 times, and that was at the jail. I've never gotten a word 3 times in one episode, but we've got 11 and students again. Okay, so if it's by Linda, thank you so much for watching. So if it's like, if you're trying to send a message that maybe I'm not paying attention, can you do something to get my attention? Sing and finger. Can you make a light flicker? If 11 is important to you, can you make a light flicker? Well, we've got all three, or we've got three from the Fantastic Four. So we've had Stretch, Blaze, and Thing. Can you say who the other person on Fantastic Four is? I feel like flashlight's flickering. We're trying to figure out 11 here. Oh, we got both of them on. So we're trying to figure out what 11 means. If 11 is important to you, can you turn that middle light on? Got both of those lights, the two lights on the end. Is 11 a date? Is 11 a year? Is 11 an age? That's such a interesting number to hit on, you know, to get 3 times. I do want to look, since we first got 11 over here, and I keep saying the number, it's probably like if I repeat it so many times, something's going to happen. I do just want to kind of look right in here right quick and make sure nothing is, because we did get 11 in here. I'm going to turn this light off. I don't know. I want to make sure there's not something going on with this. I mean, it's still at its baseline. Are you still with me? If you're still with me, can you touch that? Are there 11 spirits here or 11 people here? Europe. Many, all right, in Europe. Is 11 a person? People, design, and chief. It's funny when we ask if it's a person, it said people. 11-year-old child that likes Star Wars, Thor, and Fantastic Four. Could be. I just want to see back there. The person that likes to stay in this room, if you're still with us, can you touch that light on the end? I just wanted to check on that, since this is where we originally got 11. Go back over here. All right. I'm back. Are you is 11 a person? Other than Stranger Things, is 11 a character on anything? Okay. Trying to think where to go here. I kind of want to take a few minutes and go down to the basement. Are you all okay if I go down to the basement? It did. That is interesting, Melissa. It did. It did. Oh, we got another hit on this one. Oh, there we go. On that 1K2 meter. It's an airplane. Norman, 9, and intent. Is your name Norman? Norman, is that your toy? Nine. Now, when that came up, so we've had hits on the K2 right there and the flashlight. So all of a sudden, a lot of really cold air right here, right in front of me on my right hand that's holding the camera. Are you standing in front of me? If so, can you flicker that light? Just flash it 2 times for me. It's and cable. If you can see me, can you flash the flashlight this many times? Okay. Can you flash it this many times? Or turn on this many flashlights if you can see me? And this is a good point that Bob says. Um, not all spirits are older. That's the thing about this season. Oh, so we've got 2 flashlights on. Thank you. Thank you. Can you flash it this many times? Just flash, flash. But yeah, that's been kind of the interesting thing this season is we've been in some buildings that have been around for a long time. I think Sonia said this building, and she can confirm if she's still on, that it was from the 18 or possibly from the 1850s, which that's a long time ago. There's been a lot of uses for this building, but sometimes we do have younger, more modern spirits. I don't think there's a um, it. I don't know. I'm always curious if they can see each other. Okay, 1895. Thank you. And okay, maybe now the first one in the one hall it said 1811. It turned on, but is it 2011 for you? Is the year 2011? Well, hey, that's fascinating. 9, 11. That is interesting too. That's the two numbers we got were 9 and 11. Oh, and right then the K2 just lit up. I don't know if you all saw that. Okay, and so did the flashlight. Okay. So, do you need help? Is 9/11 for help? Or is that a particular date? The only K2 meter that's been lighting up is the one over their favorite toy. If that's your favorite toy, yep, thank you. Thank you. Can you light that up to yellow? I see you trying. Oh, thank you. Wow, okay. Can you light that up to red? If that's your favorite toy. Just want to make sure that that's not my phone or anything. Setting that off. Okay, that. Yeah. All right. That right there is my phone. Setting that off. I'm going to keep my distance. Again, we are on a live, so I can't do anything about that at this point. Do you talk with any of the other people who are here in the building? Yeah, definitely really great responses. Okay, so when and continued. Okay, so I want to go down to the basement right quick. We've been on for 2 hours now. Going to see if we still have service when we go down there. But I want to take this and see if we get anything from anyone down in the basement. Yeah, Bob, that's one of the things that I was noticing too. They seem to be very direct with their responses. And only responding when asked. So, plants and soup. This is the second time we've got soup. Are you hungry? Or is there something? I don't know if there's something related to that. All right. So I'm going to go down here to the basement. I'm going to set this little laser grid up here. So, a bit dark. Ooh, dizzy going down here. All right. So I'm going to sit down right here. Oh, here in the basement. I do want to I want to turn one laser grid off and turn the other on. Make sure they don't interfere. Thought this might be good because it will be a small space. All right. Let's let that calibrate. That's the GS2. What the heck was that? Okay, so it's calibrated, but what the heck was that sound? Oh, the flashlight just came on. Hey. All right, thank you. I'm interested to see if that one's come on any more. We've got the camera on it. Can you flash that light 2 times? If you can hear my voice? Whoa. This said Nana. Thank you, Ronnie. Thank you so much for watching. Get some rest, and thank you for tuning in this season. We'll go just a little bit longer, guys. See what kind of activity we're getting. Because this is the finale of the season, so we'll go a little bit longer. All right. Now, this area is kind of small and cozy. We do have a light over there. If you walk in front of that light, it will turn on. If you walk in front of the any of this little red light, we'll be able to see you on the screen. Can you show yourself if you're down here with us? Or give us some kind of sign that you're here? So we are under the building, at the heart of the building. Can you confirm what the original name of this town was called? We said it earlier. Did you live here when this town? Oh, okay. Thank you. Thank you. Can you tell me one of the words of what this town was originally called? All right. So shine that flashlight real bright if you lived here when the town was called Harmony Grove. Okay, thank you. You're flashing it real bright there. All right, go ahead and turn that off or step back, please. Were you one of the original settlers? Ooh, that is bright. So you were an original settler. Okay. Can you turn that flashlight off and then back on if you worked in this building? Okay. Can you turn it back on if you worked here? Are you one of the Hardimans? What was that? Did anybody hear that? That sounded like either a kid or a woman say, "Mm-hmm." Do you know who changed the name of the town? Do you like the new name of the town? It's not really new, but do you like the name of the town being called Commerce? Or do you like it better being called Harmony Grove? Do you approve of the new name? Do you know that the town has a new name? Maybe you aren't aware that the town is called Commerce. Do you think it's still called Harmony Grove? Oh, you do? Okay. Okay. All right. So you were here before the town changed its name. Okay. Go ahead and step on back, please. Can you step on back? Okay. Go ahead and step on back. I know you've got a lot to say. What in the world am I hearing? Hearing voices down here. Did you know did you know any of the Hood family? Is your last name Hood? I'll have to go back and see if this picked up. There's like all kinds of sounds around me down here. Whoops, did you have any contact with any of the Native Americans that lived here or that were passing through here? I know when I came down on this trip, I took the Trail of Tears down. Yeah. Oh, thank you. Yeah, it was a beautiful drive. The leaves are so pretty right now. It's a great motorcycle road. I've got to come back and ride my motorcycle. Did you live okay, go ahead and turn that light off right quick. Did you live near the Groaning Rock settlement? Yavalis has gotten quiet. Did you live near Groaning Rock? How about the Hurricane Shoals settlement? I got to go over to Hurricane Shoals a few weeks ago when I was in the area. It was very cool. I like the little village that's over there. They've done a really good job. And the water was just beautiful. Does 11 mean anything to you? If I say the word 11, does that mean anything to you? Was that your horse? Were you by any chance one of the Creek Indians? Yeah, I'm having a hard time seeing that, Sonia. Um, Maybe you know Hurricane Shoals as Yamtra Hochi? Yamtrahuchi? I apologize if I'm saying that wrong. I really need my glasses instead of my contacts. I'm not seeing very well. I'll try that one more time. Do you know, maybe you know it better as Yamtrahuchi? Did I butcher that? Were you of, okay, go ahead and step on back. Or light it up real bright if you were of Cherokee descent. Well, this is just an absolutely beautiful area. And I'm going to be coming back and investigating a few more places in this area. I thank you for taking the time to talk with me. I'm going to ask again, does the number 11 mean anything to you? Are there 11 people in this building? Did you know that this building used to be a bank? Were you here when it was used as a bank? I'm just trying to establish a definite timeline here. Were you here when this was a five and dime store? How about when this was a factory? You know, we did get the word plant on the obelisk. I wonder if it was talking. Huh. As soon as this said God and mind, the light went off. So you or did you know when this was a plant? Can you light it up bright if you did? How about when this was a grocery store? Okay. Did you used to work in this grocery store? What? I sound like a woman trying to talk. Wow. That sounded like that was coming from over in this corner over here. Wow. I'm glad y'all heard that. Did you know about this place when it was a shoe store? I'm gonna ask one more time because you answered this before. So you lived here when this was Harmony Grove. Do you know the kid that plays upstairs? Thank you all for confirming. Yeah, that sounded like a full sentence to me too, James. It sounded like a woman trying to talk. If there's a woman down here, can you either light up the flashlight or okay, all right. Whoa, that's bright. Thank you. I was gonna say, or light up the meter that's on the floor there. She is flashing that light. All right, so we got us a lady in here. All right. Did they call you Nana? I got Nana a minute ago. Okay. Did you have grandkids? I'll have to go back and check, Dee Dee, and make sure that wasn't me moving or anything. Yeah, that's true. That's true. And we did get students. Were you a teacher by any chance? Wow. Wow. That's bright. Mind, God, and Nana is what that said earlier. Feeling drained all of a sudden again down here. Got a pain in my left hand. Were you injured somehow? It's like in my, it's pretty weird. It's like a throbbing in my finger. Yep, I agree. Good advice from the Ovilus. Were you a Sunday school teacher? There was a female school in Harmony Grove in the 1800s. Did you? Okay, all right. So did you go to the female school? The girls' school? Or did you teach at the girls' school? Wow, that was direct. Oh, and we just got a blue hit on GS2. So that'd be a cold movement right there. Can you move in front of that red light again? All right. So did you have 11 students at your school or in your class? So just to confirm, you worked or were a teacher at the Harmony Grove Girls School? What did you teach? What did you teach at the girls' school? Were you married? You were? Okay. Preacher and power. Okay, so were you married? Were you the preacher's wife? Were you the preacher's wife? Well, that's true. That's true, Bob. Earlier, we got student on the box. Did something happen at the school? Maybe the 11 is her and 10 students. Maybe so. It has like gotten really cold down here all of a sudden. Oh, did you just see that? That was movement on this. That lit up blue as cold. That's so cool. It was just getting cold here and that lit up blue for cold. Sorry, I'm getting a little bit excited about it. Oh, there it is. There was a little blue spot. We got a cold spot. Oh, look at that. I don't know if you all can see that. Yep. Can you come a little closer and make that light up really blue? Oh, thank you. Wow. What the heck? That was movement back in behind me. Oh, what is that? Oh, that was weird. No, the cat is upstairs. News. I'm hearing movement like something walking on this liner down here. Um, there could have been a voice, but there's definitely movement. There was. And we're getting cold hits. Look at that. Something is moving in front of this laser grid right there. Right there. Look at that. It's like actually moving in front of the laser grid. And it's cool here and we're getting cold hits. Ma'am, are you still with us? This thing has been silent and then all of a sudden I'm getting cold hits and this is showing up cold spots. Can you come a little closer? Whoa, I hear you walking. That's a good point. I may bring the SLS down in just a few minutes. I hate to leave with all this kind of going on. I mean, there's a lot of cold hits on this thing. Wow. Can you make that turn warm? Okay, if I go up and grab, wow, that's a lot of, if I go up and grab another tool, that will help me to see you better. I keep hearing, or I mean, I don't have very good service down here. Can you all still hear me and everything okay? It just looked like a second ago like it went out of service, but I'm on Wi-Fi, but I am under this brick building. Can somebody give me a sign if you can? Okay, good, good, good. I don't know if it's just getting colder. I mean, it's pretty comfortable down here a minute ago. We're getting a lot of cold hits on this GS2. I've never really had a lot of luck. Huh. Her and dress. Her and ugh. What and lasting. Okay. So are you wearing a dress? Well, there's that walking again. Okay, that's me shifting there. But every time this is lighting up, I'm getting walking. I'm hoping that this little camera right over here is catching this. All right, so are you wearing a dress? I feel like there's somebody here wearing like a peach dress. Crayon. This is really weird. Grace. This is the second time I've got Grace. Is your name? Oh, flashlight. So your name is Grace. Okay. Master. It's nice to meet you, Grace. So Grace is your name. If Grace is your name, flash that flashlight. We're getting a lot of blue cold spikes. Grace, so you were a teacher at the Harmony Grove Girls School. You're married to a preacher. And you're wearing a dress. Is it true that there were a lot of peach orchards and cotton fields in the area? Are you the one that I hear got cube again? Unlock and cube. Could you be talking about my phone that's in my hand? Do you not know what I'm holding? That's true. Could think that the grid is a cube. I'm getting a lot of cold hits on this grid. All right, Grace, do you like it that they are working to fix up this building down here? Do you ever go up on the upper floors? Do you know Matt, the owner of this building? I know we've got a lot of tools down here and a lot of different things that maybe you're not used to. All of these things help me to talk to you and help me to hear you communicate. It is interesting, this I really kind of like this area down here for some reason. I feel kind of, I don't know. I like this whole building and the energy that it has. I mean, this is I mean, they've got the V and writing. Johnny Weeps, Threshold, and Foreign. It's the first name we've got. Do you know Johnny? Johnny. That's interesting. Now it could be you're definitely right, James. This moist. So you do know Johnny. Was Johnny your husband? I'm not sure on this cold, or I mean on this liner right here. I mean, it's not damp. It's actually one of the nicer basements I've been in. Yes, Bob. I have good vibes. I mean, it feels like good vibes down here. Do you know that the year is 2024? Why do you still stay here? Do you have a message for somebody? That's me moving. We did get threshold earlier. That's right, Melissa. I want to ask you again. So is Johnny still with us? Or do you know Johnny? I'd like to see you come up and turn that motion light on. All you have to do is go up to it. I'm going to move this cold sensor real quick just to make sure it'll have to recalibrate. I'm actually going to sit it on the stairs right here and see if it's reflecting something. Because what it will do is, like, if I move my hand in front of it, it picks up heat in with the cold. I just didn't know if it was reflecting. Oh, we got the flashlight on again. I just didn't know if it was reflecting off the surface of the ground. Okay, so that's what happens when it's reflecting off the ground right there. That's why I wanted to push it over to the edge. Please roll and rest. Drop. I did drop the ovilus just then. I'm sorry. Okay, so I'm going to go back upstairs here in a few minutes. Oh, we've been going for almost 3 hours. Any last minute things you all want me to try? I kind of want to pull the spirit box out, but it's kind of hard to hear with my phone's microphone. I don't know if I have it right in front of me, it might still work. But any last minute things you all want me to try? I'm going to go upstairs, maybe go up to the second floor, overlooking the main room. Maybe I can come back at some point and maybe we can play a game, do some more in-depth things. All right, Grace, if you're still with us, can you turn that light on? I agree. I tend to agree with you, Dee Dee. We've noticed that at the jail. We've got some that are roving kind of spirits, but for the most part, some of them do tend to stay in their own area. Um, thank you so much for watching, James. Yeah, I think we're gonna wrap up here in just a minute because this is we've been going on 3 hours now. I'm gonna turn the laser grid off there. And I'm all of a sudden exhausted. I can stand up without bumping my head. Okay, Grace. Hour and release. Okay, Grace. I'm going to go upstairs. Can you turn the light on one time and tell us goodbye? We've really enjoyed talking with you. Thank you for sharing your story with us. It's been a real pleasure. Can you give us some kind of sign before we go? I think we actually heard you speak earlier. Can you tell us bye by turning the light on? All right. Go upstairs right quick. Whoop, look at that. Oh my gosh, that was the motion light. Wow, okay. That's cool. That was the whole motion, and I've been here in front of it the whole time. Oh, thank you. Wow. All right, that was pretty badass that the motion light turned on. Thank you. I asked you to turn that on if when we get ready or while we were leaving, so thank you. The motion light is actually facing the monitor of that from the front side there. If it had been me, it would have turned on whenever I came down here. Oh, that is so cool. That's a good question, Dee Dee. I don't know who that is in the grid. All right. Thank you. I'm gonna ask you one more time. Just because I think that's so cool that you turn that on. Oh, now you turn the little flashlight on. And then, well. Okay, I'm gonna sit back down here. I don't want to leave. That's really cool. Are you okay with me staying? You guys are blowing my mind here. I love it. I love seeing the intelligent activity. Thank you, Grace. Yeah, I kind of feel like she does want me to stay. Would you like for me to stay, Grace? Hey, Janet, thank you so much for tuning in. Yeah, my mind is blown that I have never really been able to get the motion light to go off. Soul. Yeah, this place is just absolutely badass, Bob. And You never know. That's kind of the interesting but also sort of scary thing about doing these season finales live or doing these episodes live is you never know what kind of activity you're going to get. And you never know if it, and especially with new locations like this, it's never been investigated before. You just never know. But it seems like the folks who are here just really have a lot that they want to say. And so you're experiencing it with me live, which is just so cool. So, um, okay, Grace. I knew we would have a woman here who could show us how to do things. Can you turn that motion light on again? The big light that's up there. Can you move in front of it again? Well, that's the small one, but that's good. That's good. Um, I'm just happy for you to turn any kind of light on. So I want to learn just a little bit more about you. Will you share a little bit more with me, Grace? Grace, okay. How old are you? We got planet and wagon again. Okay, so are you in your 20s? I know it's not polite to ask a lady her age, but I'll tell you my age if you'll tell me yours. Are you in your 20s? Turn your light on if you're in your 30s. Are you in your 30s, Grace? Are you in your 40s? If you're in your 40s, can you turn your light on? Grace, are you in your 50s? How about your 60s? Are you in your teens? Grace, are you in your teens? You're probably not going to tell me because you're probably a proper lady, and that's probably not polite of me asking. Well, I'm in my 40s. Grace, are you in your hundreds? If you were here, if you were one of the original villagers, original settlers here, by today's age, you would you would be in your 200s. It's been 200 years. Well, I won't ask that then. So if you don't want to tell me, that's okay. Do you know how old you are? I'm thinking I'm going to go get the spirit box if you guys are okay with that. So I was not going to come back, but I was going to go upstairs, but I don't know. I'm really intrigued by the motion light going off. Okay. I'm gonna go. Oh my gosh. I just stood up and it says set and sad right when I stood up. Do you want me to sit? You want me to sit back down? We have a question for you. If you look, do you ever look in the mirror? And can you tell me on this box what you see? It says hunting. If you look in the mirror, what do you see? Oh, something's touching my hair. Make sure that's nothing in my hair. Wow. Oh. Alice. I'm going to go grab another device that's going to help me talk to you. I'll be right back. It says, okay, text, shot, and I. Dr. Payne. Goodness, now they're really talking. Okay. All right, guys, let's see what's. Okay. Yeah, now they're talking a lot. Our tripwire's gotten quiet up here in this room. Okay. Step right here just a second. I don't know where Dex got to. Still got our tools over here. We've got the camera in front of these tools, so it's going to be interesting to see if any of that's gone off. I think we'll do the spirit box and then unless there's anything else. I'm just tickled to death with that motion light going off. Yes, I've also got a temperature gun, but I'll grab the millimeter. Bear with me a second while I do all this one-handed. Let's see which one of these. I just want to make sure. I was having issues with one working last week. Okay. Rolling into our third hour here. Thank you all so much that stuck with us. I know a lot of you got places to go tomorrow. Ha, there's Mr. Dex. Hey, sweet boy. Hey, buddy. Hi. He's like, you're still here? Oh, hey, buddy. Hey, dude. Okay. Now, let me see the millimeter. I know, right? You guys just up the SL. Whoops, what happened to that? Okay. I may take the SLS here in just a few minutes. Dex, watch everything while I'm doing this, okay? He has got such beautiful markings. You're a good boy, aren't you? You're a good boy. You remind me of my cat, Cheeto. He's been so good, just no trouble. All right. Yeah, y'all are just sitting there, just barking out orders at me to do all this. I don't think whoever was in this room is still with us. I think they've gone somewhere else. Bob, would you rather me take the mel meter for temperature or the EDI box that's sitting right there? Catch you tomorrow, James. Thank you so much for staying up. Good night and feel better. What do you think, Bob? You know what? I think I'm going to grab the EDI. That's going to be easier because I'm going to have to be operating. Got it right here. 65.5 is the temperature right here. Okay, go down these steps. Like I said, here we are. This is where I was when the light came on a second ago. So it wasn't us turning the light on, or me, not us, as I refer to myself in the third person. Okay. So as you can see, it's 65.7 degrees. I'm going to sit this down right here. I would take it over there, but I don't want to walk over there. I don't want to bother Grace. Okay. All right. Let me get this spirit box going. All right. Janet, no. The cat doesn't really seem to be bothered by the spirits at all. I'm going to turn this on. We're going to see. Now, this may be a little loud. I'm actually going to put the speaker right here behind the phone, so maybe you can hear it better. I apologize. It will be loud for a second. Okay. Whoa. We got flash there, flash on. All right. Grace, if you can hear me, can you speak into this little device? I'm actually going to change this to Okay, that was a woman. It sounded like what, please, sir. All right, Grace, are you with us? Hello? If you can see me, can you tell me how many fingers I'm holding up? Two, okay. Can you tell me your name? What was that? I was holding up two fingers, Phoebe. Can you tell me what the name of this town was called? All right, can you tell me what the name of this town is called? Can you tell me what state we're in? What? Can you tell me what the state is called? Thank you for lighting up the flashlight. What was this building used for when you were here? Can you name one of the things that this building was used for? What? I think it said bank. There's a man. It is. All right. Is the lady that I was talking to earlier still here? Okay. Can you tell me what the lady's name is that I was speaking to earlier? Okay, there was a woman in that. All right. Can you tell me what any of those numbers on that little screen right here is that I'm showing? Hello. That was a man. Are you Johnny? Is your name Johnny? Can you tell me the name of the kid that's upstairs? That sounds like said Chad or Jack. It may have said Jack. That was a creepy voice. Did you say Jack? Mhm. Does Jack like to play with the toys? Yes, Jack is the very first name that the obelisk said. It's got cold chills right here. Says that it's 66.4. Can you tell me who turned the light? Can you tell me who turned the light on earlier? You did? Who are you? Can you tell me who was walking down here? Whoa, Peter? Is your name Peter? Why are you here? Yeah, here. What? I'm going to ask again. What was the name of the town we're in? Is this town called Harmony? I don't know what it was. Is this town called Harmony Grove? Or is this town called? I'm here. The man said, "Are you there?" Hello? What color is your hair? Gray? Man said gray. Is your hair gray? What color is your dress? What color? Do you ever see the cat? What color is the cat? What is the name of the man that owns this building? What is the name of the man that owns this store? Who is your president? Can you tell me the name of your president? Oh, I'm gonna have to go back and listen to that, but that was very clear. Thank you. Is Grace your wife? You said Grace is what it sounded like. It may have said Washington, Sonia. I'm not sure. Washington, maybe Jefferson. I'm not 100% sure. I'll have to go back. But it also sounded like he said Grace. Try again. Tell me to try again. Am I wrong? All right. So is Grace a teacher? Grace. Is she a teacher? What number do we keep getting tonight? Can you tell me the number that we've got? The number we keep getting? Do you want me to leave? Yep. So you don't want me to stay? All right. Well, thank you for talking to us. Are you done talking? Thought that said freedom. All right. Are you okay if I turn this off? Yeah, pretty much. Can you tell me what year it is for you? What year is it where you're at? I'm from Tennessee. Have you ever been to Tennessee? Are you from here? I am. Well, you have a beautiful area. Well, all the lights got quiet. We're at 66.6 degrees, of course. All right. Well, Grace, Johnny, Jack, whoever we have down here, thank you for talking to us. I'm going to go back upstairs for a few minutes and go up to the loft there, overlook the main room. And then I think we're going to wrap things up here pretty soon. We still have quite a few people on. We've got 21 people on. You know, we can only cover so much ground during these lives. But I appreciate your all's questions and suggestions of everything that we've been doing. We've had a pretty good night tonight. I'm very impressed by the activity. Very intelligent. I've been very impressed with the activity we've had all season. I've honestly really enjoyed investigating down here in this little area. I'm just blown away by the motion light coming on. And we're still sitting steady at 66.6 degrees. Are you okay if I leave, Grace? Okay. Go ahead and go back upstairs right quick. Yeah, see, we're standing up. The light has not come on. Okay. All right, so I'm going to step up here for just a few minutes. Yeah, no doubt about it, Dee Dee. These stores have been fantastic for activity. Definitely something I want to pursue a little further and investigate some of these different locations again, but also do some more. I've had some people reach out to me about doing some other locations that are antique stores and different stores in some different states. Well, hi, Dex. He's meowing and hi, sweetheart. One last chance. We're up here on this upper level. If there's anybody down there, can you go and touch that those lights on the floor? Yeah, it is definitely going to be interesting to go over all the static cameras. I can't wait to do that, especially to see what's been happening. I've got static cameras from 5 different locations where we've investigated this season. So I can't wait to go over all that evidence and all these static recorders. If there's anybody down there by the toys, can you light up one of those lights on the floor? I know it's been really kind of quiet on the tripwire. If you can see the wire on the floor, can you run beside of it and make it light up? Okay. I'm going to go ahead and kind of turn this camera around here, because I think we're probably going to start to kind of wrap everything up. Like I said, this has been an absolute blast doing all these different locations. And I hope that you all will go back. If you missed the episodes, I hope you'll go back and rewatch them. Send me your timestamps of some of your favorite things that have happened, or maybe even some things I've missed. We've only been able to do 2 behind the screens lives because we've had investigations, we've had tours, and we've had other things that have been going on over the last little bit that we've not been able to go back and recap these episodes. Just to kind of talk briefly about it, first episode, we were in the more countryside of Dahlonega, Georgia, and we did Dipsy Doodle Antiques. Great investigation, great episode. We spoke with Gail, we spoke to an Air Force vet, we also spoke to somebody from the Vietnam War. That's just to name a few. Second location, I was in an undisclosed location where we spoke with a little girl in a antique store that was absolutely just a beautiful antique store. But it used to be a funeral home, used to be a five and dime store. We talked to this little girl that showed me her favorite toy, which was an angel bank, and that bank I ended up buying. We'll talk about it a little bit more on one of the episodes. They told us what to buy on the obelisk there. Third episode, we were there at, we traveled back to Dahlonega, Georgia, to the historic district, to Gateway Antiques, to go to Kim and Jared's second store. Very grateful and thankful for them letting us come in and investigate there. That was a different and interesting location because we really didn't, I felt just really pulled and confused in that place. We had some interaction in one of the more macabre booths that were there, and we actually had a door open on us during the live, which was pretty interesting. Got static cameras, we got to go through on that. And then, of course, last week's episode, we were in the beautiful little town of Lula, Georgia, and we were at a vintage store there at Lula Mercantile. And we ended up talking to someone who was either an undertaker or a someone that did embalming. We had their embalming table there, possibly a mortician. We did talk to somebody that was connected to this Nigerian throne or chair that was in there. Very, very unique location. And of course, tonight at Nerd U here in Commerce, Georgia. So, a couple themes this season. Not only were we in antique shops, collections, oddity stores, not only were we in those places, but we've been in Georgia, and it's been fun being able to check out some of these locations here in the northeast side of Georgia. But we've just really just scratched the surface of places because there are antique shops all over the country. And so we're in the process of lining a few other places up. Maybe we'll be able to do some other follow-up investigations from all of this, as well as do some, either follow up at these locations that we're at a later date, or do some other locations that are similar in nature and other places around the country, and maybe have a pop-up episode here and there throughout the year. And we won't be waiting until next October for some more episodes. So we'll kind of see how all that plays out. But I do want to mention again. Let me find my paper here because I've made some notes. Again, definitely go check out these sites. We will post all the links to these different pages of the locations that we've been investigating here, because these stores, they need your support, and a lot of them have events and different things going on. So definitely go follow share, and check them out. Again, the place we're at tonight is called Nerd U, and that is just the letter U. And that is here in Commerce, Georgia. They are on all the social media sites with the exception of Twitter. And they do have many different events that are going on, and they list all of those on their pages. We were just talking tonight. My cousin, he has a comic book. His first edition of his comic book is out, and he has been here, or is at least coming here to this location. So definitely see what they got going on. Come check them out. And don't forget, December 7th, Toys for Tots, Gauntlet Legends, and it's Nerd U Champ Wrestling. And so it goes to benefit Toys for Tots. And if you bring in a toy, I think he said that the price, I believe, unless I'm incorrect, the price is originally $25 for a ticket. If you bring in a toy, then you can get into the wrestling match for $20. So we'll post all of that information on there so you can go and support that great cause. With Christmas coming up, it's now more important than ever. But I think we're probably going to go ahead, wrap this season up, and it's been amazing. And so if you guys just stay tuned, we will not have a Behind the Screams live this coming Thursday night because it will be Halloween. Here we are. Like I said, it's Halloween Eve, I guess. So technically it is Wednesday here, so I guess it's just Halloween Eve. So stay tuned for those lives announcements that will be coming up. Again, thank you to everyone that's helped me put these episodes on. Kim Strom and Jared, Dave and his beautiful wife last week there at Lula Mercantile, Sonia Thompson. She was my guest on my second episode, and she helped me get this really cool location here lined up. And then, of course, Matt Westlake with this location as well. So anyways, thank you all again. I hope you all have a wonderful night, and thank you for making season 7 of Ghost Biker Explorations so special. So until we meet on the lives, you all take care and have a wonderful night. Good night.